Hey, all right, we got Andrew. We got Andrew Wilson debating the feminists again. Let's get it.
Hold on. Can you just? I hate to interrupt you, Andrew. Can you just? Can
Yes.
you repeat what you just said to me privately there?
Yes, I will be needing to leave at 6 p.m. So for anyone who is leaving, or who is watching and not 6:30, because I have a lot of reasons, and one is that I have to drive 2 hours tonight in the dark. So I would like to leave at 6 p.m. and I'm making that known, and I hope that our agreement can be fulfilled.
That's reasonable. What was wrong with that? There was nothing wrong. She wants to get out of here at a certain time. That makes sense. I mean, she's a woman driving probably 2 hours by herself. That's a little nerve-wracking. I could see that. What was wrong with that? I watched another debate with her and him. It seemed like towards the end of it, she was kind of just submitting to the points to get the conversation over with because he's a prick. Andrew's a prick. But I don't see nothing wrong with this lady. This lady seems absolutely fine to me. She seems like a good person.
But can you specify? I mean, you agreed to do
6:30.
6:30. That was the agreed upon.
Right, yeah. I mean, again, asking me to continue to explain myself is a little bit tiring, but there's a lot of reasons. I mean, I have some health issues. Just sitting here for this prolonged period, I was not told, by the way, that this was going to be 3 hours. I thought it was going to be an hour max. So I agreed.
We didn't specify that it was going to be an hour max, so why would you assume?
I actually was very poor communication on your end. But anyways, I'm telling you that I will be leaving at 6.
On your end.
Hold on.
You're going to a show and didn't bother asking how long it was going to be?
No, I did when I got here, but I will be...
Wait. When you got here?
I'm leaving at 6. Okay, so we can...
Point blank period. She's leaving at 6. No point to drag this conversation out any longer. 3 hours is a long time. Some people don't have the time for that. I see where she's coming from. She could have been more transparent with them about it. They're going to argue this point now. Like, 'cause this dude, if you want to know somebody that's argumentative, it's this dude. This dude is overwhelmingly argumentative. I love that he has an opinion. I like people that stick to their opinions in life. But actually, I don't even know if he has an opinion. He's never really actually stated 100% what he stands on with almost anything. Like, and when it's forced out of him, it seems like he goes around the point. But if she wants to leave at 6, let her leave at 6. I mean, she's been there for 3 hours. She gave you guys a show. She did what you guys wanted her to do. Conversation over.
You can have as much of a debate as you want.
Okay, yeah, we understand.
And if that's not satisfactory, I will leave now. Like, I'm just letting you know. Like, this is not an environment for me that I am
I'm like,
enjoying.
you whine so much. You're such a whiner. You just whine and cry.
But yeah, I'm just letting you know.
But what was the other thing you said?
I can't do a debate. He's going to ask me questions about my worldview I wasn't prepared for. I'm just here to teach and monologue, and I don't want it. I don't want it. It's fucking ridiculous.
If the I signed.
And people like this kind of shit because this type of shit goes viral. Like, people like to clown people and make fun of people, but you got to keep in mind, like, the reason why she has the worldview she has is because of shit like this. Like, when she's trying to get understanding on her worldview, instead of like trying to understand it, you're arguing every single premise, and you're arguing in bad faith. And to her, I bet you her anxiety went to a whole nother level on this whole conversation. I'm completely on her side with this. I don't give a fuck what the comments are gonna say. I bet you her anxiety went to a whole nother level with this because it was like, damn, like, I thought we were actually gonna argue decent points. Like, I thought you were gonna I thought a men's rights activist, which is what he's never protested to be, but I assume that he's in that kind of category. A white men's rights activist specifically. Like, let's get specific. A white men's activist should at least be able to listen to his own women say their points. Like, like, this is how we feel about certain things. I don't know. I feel like that, like, the whole point of, like, the whole time I've been watching this entire conversation, Andrew has not really wanted to understand anything. It is a debate, but there was a point in the conversation where Andrew was taking it so far that I couldn't tell what the hell the debate was even about anymore. She was debating the points of feminism, why feminism exists. He was trying to say that because of basically forced doctrine, that literally, like, feminism is destroyed. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even logically sound because all feminism is asking for is the right to coexist with men. And if that means they have to appeal to men, yeah, everyone has to appeal to somebody at some point in their life. That doesn't destroy the whole conversation of feminism. Anyway, let's get on.
And something about coming
so she agreed to 6:30 right in front of me. I like, and now she's retracting it. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah, because of you.
And mind you, Andrew has just already done 2 debates. He did one on Friday and
flew in also for my opponent.
And
very kind to me. You're welcome.
Kind. Thank you.
Those debates.
I also don't live here. I flew in. I'm in Chicago, so.
Right. Those debates. Wait, I'm a little confused. You flew in.
I flew in. I have family that lives an hour away, so I spent a little bit of time with them this morning, and then I'm going to see them again before I fly out tomorrow.
Well, okay. We'll discuss that after the show, but. If you looked at our channel,
yeah, she is being inconsistent with what she's saying, but the inconsistency is coming from her being uncomfortable in this room and wanting to go. To be fair, she should have researched how the conversation would go with Andrew, because how Andrew is as a person. But definitely, like, she's just uncomfortable. Like, this is an example of her being uncomfortable. So, women being uncomfortable when men say and do shit. Like, but I'm not saying that she's in the right for, if they agreed to a specific time, she should have stick to a specific time. It sounds like she flew in and now she's driving 2 hours away. I'm confused. Maybe when she flies back, she's driving 2 hours away. Maybe she's driving 2 hours to her family. Like, maybe she's got to clear that up, but let's see.
And the length of our previous debates, the past 2 debates that we had
have gone
like
quite long.
5 hours.
Yeah.
So
I have health problems.
Yeah, but why would you have
are you serious?
Different
like, are you fucking serious?
I'm fucking serious. Why would you have a different assumption? Why? How would we know that?
I'm telling you now.
Of course, but don't you think that if you saw the last 2 episodes, they went 5 hours, why would you presume that yours was going to go less and that we would know you had health issues?
Because I'm telling you I have...
But when you get to the show...
Oh my god. Wow. Unreal.
This is this is a disclosure now, but... Look, so we're going to continue the conversation, but there was one other thing you said to me there in private.
You're fundamentally a dishonest person. Like, fundamentally dishonest. There's no reason for you to hold that presumption at all. On top of there being no reason for you to hold that presumption whatsoever, you get to the studio, then say you have health issues.
I'm not trying to side with her completely, but Andrew, if you weren't such a prick, she would have loved to have a full-blown conversation. If you were actually arguing in good faith, she probably would have loved to keep going on with this conversation, and I would have loved to hear what she had to say. Like the best people on the opposite side of the conversation you want to talk to. But you have to keep in mind their comfortability with being able to talk to you. A lot of people on this podcast, they hate women so much that you can feel that energy. And that's what she's doing right now. She's trying to get out of the room because she's tired of that fucking energy. Like, Andrew is just a bad faith argument person all around the board. And now he's calling her dishonest. And I see it. I'm reading the room. All she wants to do is get the hell out of there. This is not where she wants to be right now.
It's like, yeah, it seems fundamental.
And I'm going to say this too. It's not because she's losing. I know he's going to say that bullshit. Like, it's not because she's losing. She didn't lose. She threw out the statistics, and he didn't refute the statistics. He just said it's bullshit statistics. They're not bullshit statistics. They're statistics that actually exist. The counter argument would be, is there another statistic that can counteract that statistic? And she backed up every one of her claims 100% with it. You just made her uncomfortable.
Dishonest.
Right. I mean, that's just kind of something that you don't want to disclose because it's a little embarrassing. But
we're not asking you.
Are you quiet?
Look,
strong
we're
woman.
Not asking
I thought you were a strong woman.
I hope you guys have a really good day. I'm leaving.
Hold on. Hold on. We're not. Look.
I thought you were a strong woman.
Kylie, do you want to just take like 3 minutes to gather? I mean, you agreed to.
I agreed to appear, not say something hard.
Yeah, but that you can't do some technicality where, well, I showed up for 2 minutes and I'm just going to leave. And
she absolutely can if she decides she doesn't want to be a part of the conversation anymore. You guys made her uncomfortable.
Get the benefits of. Look, Kylie.
He is such a prick.
Breather. You still there, Kylie? Yeah. Look, do you want to take a 5-minute breather? Come back and we'll talk more. Okay. All right. Here, I'll do some chats. I'll read some chats. Let's see here. We have, oh boy, there's a lot. And I think we were about to get into a really good segment there when it came to is misogyny worse than misandry?
No, they weren't. It was just going to be it was going to continuously be bad faith because that's the type of person Andrew is. Andrew's a bad faith debater in general, and I don't even feel like she was wrong for storming out like that. Like I don't feel like she was wrong for storming out like that. I just wish she would have made it more clear. Like this guy is making me uncomfortable, but she really didn't probably want to say that because it would be embarrassing to say that too. Like it'd be embarrassing to talk about health problems as well as it's embarrassing to say like this guy is making me feel uncomfortable. What do we do with this? Like, but anyways though, y'all, I'm out.